that's the way to set the tone the ladies did there. And hopefully the rest of the team and the guys can ride that momentum and keep a strong showing for Chinese Taipei this afternoon.
We shall see what we shall see. And now we shall see the recurve men's team competition, the bronze medal match between Mexico and Malaysia, the team that you're watching coming out of the tunnel right now here at the Eastern Archery Center. Malaysia, very interesting team. Malaysia this week going to a shoot-off to beat Great Britain in the quarterfinal and then falling to Russia 5-1 in the semis. And let's meet the team from Malaysia. Shooting for a bronze medal, Khairul, Anuar Mohamad, Mohamad Akmal Nur Hasrin, and Haziq Kamaruddin in the middle. Mr. Nur Hasrin on the left. And Malaysia, one of the stronger nations in the Far East, taking on the team from Mexico. Mexico this week also going to a shoot-off in the quarters to defeat India by the score of 5-4, and then taking it on the chin in the shoot-off with Taipei, falling by the same score of 5-4. All right, let's meet the three archers from Mexico. Juan, Rene, Serrano in the middle. Luis Alvarez on the right, and on the left, Ernesto, Boardman. So it should be a good one. Mexico, a lot of experience in that lineup. Serrano, Alvarez, and Boardman. Mohamad, of course, and Kamaruddin have a world of experience on the world stage. Mohamad Akmal Nur Hasrin is the wild card. Have not seen him shoot before.
Yeah, we'll see again if it the nerves will get to someone for the first time being on kind of a stage like this, or if it's just free-flowing, and the less you know, the better.
Mexico ranked 7th in the world as a team coming in to Salt Lake City, and they were 7th after the ranking round. Meanwhile, Malaysia was 13th after the ranking round and 14th in the world ranks. So they're trying to pull off a bit of an upset right here in this bronze medal match against Mexico.
Opening arrow
as Mohamad
appears to be a 9.
Gets the party started with a 9.
Yeah, it just looks right outside the 10 ring.
Now the youngster Nur Hasrin. We'll get the jitters out.
Yeah, just a little shake in the bow arm, but still a 9. Just dropped a little low.
Kamaruddin.
9 points.
3 very solid shots that they'll take to the bank. Now the veteran Juan Rene Serrano. 33 years of age, has been ranked as high as 4th in the world, and a little bit shaky, I thought there, Kurt.
Yeah, definitely. Seemed to hold just a little bit long. And one thing you don't want to do on this stage is get out of your timing and your rhythm.
Ernesto, the 24-year-old, ranked 17th in the world right now.
And it's 8 with the Pan American team gold medal.
Also in the 8 ring. Luis Alvarez. Shooting like a swashbuckling buccaneer.
Yeah, definitely strongest shot there for Mexico.
Despite that 10, though, Mexico trailing by 1 midway through the opening set. Men's team bronze medal match in Salt Lake City. Beautifully done. Almost got the spider.
Yeah, can't get too much closer to the center than that shot.
Khairul Anwar Mohamad, hoping he can get the same sort of result, but does not from his younger teammate Nur Hasrin. Mohamad Akmal Nur Hasrin, shooting for his first World Cup medal, only 21 years old. the much more experienced Kamaruddin, who is 23 years of age.
Does leave the door open for Mexico here.
We'll see what Mexico learned on those first 3 shots.
8 points, so that's Mexico.
Still searching.
Now is raw.
Mexico trying to win its first medal here on Recurve Sunday.
Ernesto.
The team from Mexico and the women's team bronze medal match came close but fell 5-3 to China. Now the men trying to win a bronze medal here. But really having to battle, at least here in the first set.
10 segundos.
Hit just a little shaky on both those shots.
This man has the only 10 so far for Mexico. Let's see, he can match that, and he cannot. So they were all over the map curve with an 8, 8, 10, 7, 9, 7.
Mentally, though, they just got to brush it off and go into the next set. Even though that they could lose the set by 5 points, deficit doesn't matter. It's just 2-0, and they can come back and win the second set and hopefully tie it up.
Chicos, más ritmo.
So Malaysia jumps out on top.
Vuelo.
Look at their 1/8 round match against the USA. That also went to a shoot-off. Malaysia against the USA, and Malaysia won that one by a score of 28-27 in the shoot-off. And they were 13th in the qualifying round with a total score of 1948. Mexico 7th in the qualifying round with a 1963. Both teams have had to go to shoot-offs a couple occasions during this week in Salt Lake City, where it's been a little bit, well, it was really hot earlier in the week, but I think the bigger factor, Kurt, was probably the wind.
Yeah, once we got into the match plays, the wind really started picking up later in the week. Strong left to right, you could see the flags blowing on top of bales. Archers from all over the world had to deal with the circumstances, but strong shooting from both these teams so far in the team matches.
If you're just joining us, the women are done as far as the team competition is concerned. We'll have mixed team coming up later this afternoon. It was Taipei taking the gold medal, Korea the silver, and China the bronze. Now, the battle for the bronze amongst the men. And Mexico down 2-0 after dropping the first set 54-50. But that's the beauty of the set system. You can come back, win the next set, you're all tied up and back in the match. And that's a great start.
And that was a lot stronger of a shot from him there than his previous 2 on the first set.
Mr. Serrano, who in 2016 picked up a team silver medal in Antalya as well as Medellin. Ernesto Boardman, who had a good summer last year in team competition. Silver medals in Antalya and Medellin as well. And now Luis, ranked as high as 2nd in the world back in 2013. Strong shot for the young man who in 2012 came to Utah, the last time that the World Cup Tour came to Utah in the United States. Of course, that was up in Ogden, Utah. And that's where Luis Alvarez won an individual gold medal. Khairul, Anuar, Mohamad.
That's a 6.
Ooh, Finland blue.
Yeah, not a good start there for Malaysia. Going to have to hopefully try and come back from that one.
Hasrin.
8-9 liner, probably a 9.
Looks like a 9.
Yeah, it looks like that one just broke the line. Still going to need a couple 10s just to hopefully make up for that one off in the blue.
Hasrin has been pretty solid, and Kamaruddin has been really good.
Just what the doctor ordered for Malaysia. Nice X.
Kamaruddin connects. Malaysia still down by 3 points midway through this set as the result of that opening 6. Juan Rene almost got it in the 10 ring again.
Fuerte. El centro, ¿eh? Puro centro.
Bien estable Ernesto.
Ernesto Boardman.
That is a liner 9-10.
Another 9 just right outside the 10. Mexico dancing all around the 10 ring right about now.
Slaughter also calling it enough.
We're putting enough points up there right now. In fact, a 10 right here would put this set out of reach. Alvarez.
10 will draw the match. It is an 8.
Instead, it's an 8, and the door is still open.
So Malaysia
Malaysia could tie or take the set.
will have an opportunity.
So, Khairul Anuar Mohamad, ranked 3rd in the world back in 2013, currently ranked 24th.
A big bounce back from the 60 shot with a nice X.
25 years old, boy, he's experienced, and that experience paid off there. He was able to shake off that 6.
Yeah, you got to have short-term memory.
8 points.
So the 10 followed up with an 8. So this set will go to Mexico. The 10 here would still leave them 1 point short. Kamaruddin, who's had a 10 before. Good point, though, as Mexico shot just well enough in that set. And despite the 8 on the closing shot of the set, they're able to get out of there with a 3-point victory. Could be 2 points, depending upon how they score that final arrow for Malaysia. It's an 8-liner.
Yeah, Mexico able to keep 5 of their 6 shots in the gold ring, which will result in a solid score and usually can take either a point or 2 within a set. Mexico also seemed to calm down just a little bit on with the nerves in that second set as well.
So a little bit of strategy being discussed right there by the Malaysian team. Mexican team, I'm sure, also comparing notes. Looking back on our World Cup season so far, at stage 1 it was Japan able to take the bronze medal in Shanghai. And then at stage 2 in Antalya, it was Japan once again taking the bronze medal. Today, though, it will not be Japan. It will be Malaysia or Mexico.
Venga, objetivo 10-9 cada uno.
The team from Malaysia making the long trip. Of course, most of these nations making a long trip. I'm often amused when I hear about teams in the United States, professional teams, college teams. Boy, that was a tough road trip. You know, we had a long flight, 3 hours.
Yeah, only changing 1 or 2 time zones, but these guys
If
going,
that.
yeah, going halfway across the world.
2 weeks ago, we were halfway around the world in Antalya, Turkey. And before that, Shanghai.
Even for some of these countries, adjusted to altitude changes and things like that.
That's a good point, Kurt. We are at about 4,200 feet in elevation here in Salt Lake Valley. And I would imagine there's going to be some adjustment for that.
Oh, definitely.
A little bit thinner air that these arrows are traveling through, and buffeted by winds that come across the desert. Catch an arrow just at the last second.
Yeah, sitting in a valley like this, the wind can change at any given moment.
It's been remarkably calm this morning. It is right now. Just a gentle breeze. Should not be affecting. You wouldn't think it would be affecting these shots that much.
Now, so far, mainly a non-factor for the shooters.
Things have dropped off just a little bit here in this 3rd set. We're tied up at 2 apiece in the match. And Mexico trying to match the score of 25 points that Malaysia put up on their first 3 shots, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do that. Although, that being said, a 9 from Alvarez would get the job done. Luis locked in.
Also a lengthy shot, but better score.
That's exactly what he does. He gets that 9 and ties up this set.
So it's all 25 apiece midway through this third set. Could be a pivotal set. We'll see how it all turns out, but each of these teams trying to grab control of this match. And Mohamad
These 2 arrows as Mexico has to shoot their next 3.
comes up with a big shot. Got that 10 to go. Noor Hasrin has been solid so far, and more than solid that time. Got it on the line.
Yep, just broke into the 10 ring.
See that smile on his face? Says, I did my job. Now, Mr. Kamaruddin, you must do yours.
10, 10, 10.
Terrific shooting from Malaysia.
Big 10, 10, 10, and hopefully to try and take this pivotal set 3.
They just took all the pressure and put it right on the shoulders of the 3 Mexican archers. Juan, Rene, Serrano. And the set will go to Malaysia. There's no chance now for Mexico to tie and split.
Malaysia, this will be practice for Mexico.
So, Ernesto Boardman. Let it fly, see what happens. Throw caution to the wind.
9 points.
Take these couple shots to feel it out a little more, see if there's any adjustments you need to make.
Winds have really calmed down now between here and the track.
And Boardman will take the final shot. Although, no, excuse me, it'll be Luis Alvarez.
10 points.
And Luis with a solid score, 10 points, but it's going to be not enough for Mexico as Malaysia forges ahead and takes a 4-2 lead in the match. They led 2-0 after the first set. Saw Mexico come back to tie it up at 2-all after the second set. Now after 3 sets, it is Malaysia leading 4-2. This would be a huge win. Well, yeah, obviously for either of these nations, but really for Malaysia it would be an outstanding victory for them.
Yeah, to get on the podium as a team, that'll be a big jump start for their federation.
You look at their lineup. Khairul, Anuar, Mohamad, 25 years old, but won a team silver medal in Medellin in 2013, a team silver medal in Shanghai in 2011, also an individual silver medal in Shanghai that very same year. So he is an accomplished archer. Noor Hasrin has been the wild card, and yet you look at his scores so far. He has had 3 9s, a 10, and 2 8s. So he's acquitted himself well.
Yeah, can't ask for much more from him. First time being up on a stage like this.
So Mexico backed into a corner.
We're back in action on
They got to come out swinging,
with Mexico shooting first. They're
and they need to shoot some great shots right off the get-go to get this set going.
Yeah, especially with the way Malaysia just finished that last set with the 10, 10, 10.
Serrano, the 33-year-old, who in 2007 won the individual silver medal at the World Cup final in Dubai. He's been there. He's seen it all before. Put up a respectable 9, and that will not help Mexico's cause at all. Boardman. One got away.
Yeah, unfortunate there. It's going to be tough for Mexico to come back from that one and hopefully tie the set up.
Full draw for a long time. Luis with a 9.
Yeah, Mexico just holding just a little long on those shots. A little shaky.
Right now, Malaysia's got to be licking their chops.
Capitalize on it right now.
Mohamad climbing the mountain. Now Noor Hasrin. Hoping to take home his first World Cup medal.
And they'll take those 9s all day right now.
He's done his part. He has done his part. Kamaruddin has as well. Kamaruddin's had a pair of 10s so far. That one, though, an 8. And it's only a 2-point lead. Not insurmountable, but Mexico's got to get on it right now.
Yeah, they're going to need some 10s here.
Very shaky. Trying to hold it together, and not the result he was after.
Yeah, just really long, which then collapses a little bit on the finish, which results in the arrow just dropping low.
Boardman trying to atone for the 6 on his previous shot, and does so. Great comeback by Ernesto Boardman. That's the way you shake it off. With 2 seconds left on the clock, he releases and it splashes down in the 9 ring. So Mexico may very well be done for the day, at least with regard to this match.
Yeah. With the way Malaysia has been closing some of these sets, do it once more and we'll take home a medal.
We will see Mexico in the Recurve mixed team bronze medal match. And right now, a little bit of a hold up. As we're told, there's a little bit of an issue with the clock on the field.
Just builds attention just a little bit more.
Just a tad. Fans in the stands can work on their tans. Although I see a lot of umbrellas out there. It is warm, and this sun, especially at this altitude, is intense. Took its toll this week on some of the archers during the qualifying rounds.
Yeah, if you weren't reapplying that sunscreen all week long, you would definitely felt the effects of the sun out here.
Need to stay hydrated. There you can see the windsock and the flags now starting to pick up a little bit. That windsock perhaps the better indicator of what these archers are going off of. Now they're trying to read the wind. Not the spot, though, that Mexico was hoping to be in at this point. They'd come back and tied the match up at 2 apiece, only to see the 3rd set slip away from them. And right now, here in the 4th set, a 6, really the only blemish in that 4th set. Had it not been for that 6, they might be sitting pretty right now.
Yeah, they would have a very strong chance if it wasn't for that 6 to be tying this one back up.
Of course, you look at Malaysia, they had a 6 on their first shot of the 2nd set. So both teams have put up some scores that they'd like to have back, which is always the case. A little bit of a pit stop, working on that release for Haziq Kamaruddin.
Make sure all the little set screws on everything are nice and tight.
Kamaruddin, 23 years old. Averaging 9 points per arrow. Picked up a team silver medal in Medellin in 2013 and a team silver in Shanghai in 2011. So between Mohamad and Kamaruddin, those two have their share of medals. And the youngster, the 21-year-old Mohamad Akmal nor Hasrin, excited about the prospects of picking up his first World Cup medal.
I don't think I've seen him stop smiling standing up on that stage.
You're right.
He's loving every minute of this, as he should be. Shooting's great.
I was going to say, yeah, you should. You should be having a ball. Ernesto, not so much right now. But we have seen stranger things happen.
Anything can happen in the sport of archery.
Yep. A miss, broken arrow, broken knock. All of a sudden, the complexion can change in a hurry. Saw it a couple of times yesterday on Compound Saturday. Malaysia starting off strong. On their stretch run, the 10.
Sets a tone for these last 2 shooters.
Khairul Anwar Mohamad with a 10. hoping that he can make the job a little bit easier. This would be an upset. Remember, as we told you, Malaysia 13th after the ranking round, Mexico 7th after the ranking round. Mexico 7th in the world rankings, and Malaysia 14th in the world ranks. And there's a good look at the young guy, Hasrin. He's just trying to take it all in.
Yeah, he's having a great time here in Salt Lake City.
'Cause I like this dry heat. And apparently another issue with our timer. The timing system, I should say. While we've got a moment, we'll bring you up to speed on what did happen yesterday on Compound Saturday in the Compound Women's Team Competition. It was the USA taking the bronze medal, the Netherlands the silver medal, and the gold medal went to Korea. Chae Bo-min, So Chae-won, and Song Young-soo. In the Compound Men's Team Competition, France won the bronze medal. It was Italy settling for the silver, and the gold medal went to Korea. Chae Young-hee, Hong Sung-ho, Kim Jung-ho.
Back in action.
Now back to the action with Hasrin. Focused. Nice shot.
Delivers another in the gold.
And final arrow for Malaysia with plenty of time on the clock.
And I think realistically, that's probably what exactly Malaysia was hoping for from Hasrin.
Yeah, they couldn't ask for anything more this afternoon.
Just keep things together. Let the big guns. Kamaruddin. Can Kamaruddin cash in? He can cash in. And that'll do it. Malaysia makes the long, long trip across the Pacific all the more worthwhile as they go home with the bronze medal. A very impressive performance, winning 6-2 in this men's team bronze medal match.
Yeah, it seemed like the Malaysian team felt comfortable. They stayed within their routine, stayed within their shot. Timing was great. In Mexico, just holding a little on to some of the shots and resulted in a couple errors going a little bit outside middle.
And nobody happier, I think, than Mr. Hasrin. What could be better? You're 21 years old. You're in the USA shooting at stage 3 of the Archery World Cup Tour.
Jump on the podium now.
Now jump on the podium,
Yeah.
get your medal, your saltwater taffy, and it'll be a good trip home. A long trip home, but a very good trip home.
Yeah, definitely. That flight will be a little bit more pleasurable having a medal wrapped around your neck.
So congratulations to the team from Malaysia. Also congratulations to the team from Mexico to making it to this medal match. Juan, Rene, Serrano.